spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yuvantah Pravishya Mama Vacham Imam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatyakhila Shakti Dharasvadhamna Amnyansh hastacharana-shravanatvagadin Pranam namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam Pranam namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Shuklam Baradharam Vishnu Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashamtaye Ishvara Paramah Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Krishnan Narayanam Vande Krishnam Vande Vrajapriyam Krishnan Dvaipayanam Vande Krishnam Vande Prathasutam Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Ramapati Padam Bhoja Parispurati Manasam Senapati Maham Vamde Vishvaksenan Nirantaram Pralhada Narada Parashara Pundarika Vyasam Varisha Shuka Shaunaka Bhishma Dalbhyan Rukmangadarjuna Vasishta Vibhishanadin Punyaniman Parama Bhagavatan Smarami Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditaratah Chartheshvabhidnyasvarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye Mohyamti Yatsurayah Tejo vari mrudam yatha vinimayaha Yatra trisargo mrisha Dhamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam Satyam parandhimahi Dharma projita kaitavotra paramaha Nirmatsaranam satam Vedyam vastavamaptravastu shivadam Tapatrayonmoolanam Shrimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va parairishvaraha Sabhyo hridyavarudhyate Trakritibihi Shushrushubistakshanat Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam Shukamukhadamrutadrava sanyutam Pibata bhagavatam rasamadayam Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha Yam pravrajantamanupeta krityam Dvaipayano viraha katara ajuhava Putreti tanmayataya taravabhinedoho Tam sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosmi Yasvanubhavam akhila shruti saramekam Adhyatmadipamatitirshatantamomdham Samsarinam karunayaha purana guhyam Tam vyasa sunumupayami gurum muninam Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। यस्य भगवताख्या सर्वेषां भक्तिदा नृणां स एव करुणा सिन्धुः बोधितात्मा गुरुर्मम। तस्मै श्री वासुदेवाय धरणी सुररूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय तुभ्यं श्री गुरवे नमः। शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधारिणे गुरुरूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय वासुदेवाय ते नमः। संसार सागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्मग्राह गृहीतांगं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात्। श्रीमद्भागवताख्योऽयं प्रत्यक्षः कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे। मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफलः सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यः दासोऽहं तव केशव। शुकरूप प्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्र विशारद एतत् कथा प्राकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशय। पीताम्बरं करविराजित चक्रशङ्खं कौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रम् राधा सहायमति सुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेशमनिशं हृदि भावयामि। वातालयेशमनिशं हृदि भावयामि। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्रीमद्भागवत माहात्म्यम् अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। ॐ अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः। कुमारा ऊचुः यज्ञात् गर्जति सप्ताहः सप्ताहो गर्जति व्रतात् तपसो गर्जति प्रोच्चैः तीर्था नित्यं हि गर्जति। योगात् गर्जति सप्ताहः ध्यानात् ज्ञानात् च गर्जति। किं ब्रूमो गर्जनं तस्य रे रे गर्जति गर्जति। Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Bhagwat session. We are on this beautiful stage where Sanat Kumaras are explaining the Mahatmyam of Bhagwat. And then we have stopped at this particular point where he says that above all, above jnana, above tapas, above everything, this doing Bhagavatam is the best. So we have stopped over there. And Kim Brumo Garjanam Tasya means what all more Mahatmyam can be talked about it is what is being said. Now let's go ahead. We are in chapter 3 of Bhagavad Mahatmyam. We are going to start today from mantra number 53. Okay, Sharanya Kutti, come. Cutie. Shaunaka Uvacha.
Shaunaka Uvacha. Shaunaka Uvacha.
Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam.
Auntie, could you repeat it?
Yes. Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam. Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam.
Sash.
Sasht. Ashcharya, you know Ashcharya. So Ashcharya. With Ashcharya, Sa Ashcharya. So Sa and Ashcharya's A will join to form Sa. So Sashcharya.
Sascharyametat katitham kathanakam.
Excellent. Again.
Shashvaryametat katitham kathanakam.
Sash. Sash.
Sascharya
Metat.
metat
Kathitang.
kathitam
Kathanakam.
kathanakam.
Because kathita. The ta is alpa prana and the tha is a mahaprana. So we'll do it. So ashcharya, you keep it in mind. Then with ashcharya, sa ashcharya, sa a will become sa. Sa ashcharya metat kathitam. So you should not say kathitha. Kathita, immediately alpa prana should come. Ka is alpa prana, tha is mahaprana, ta is alpa prana. Kathitam kathanakam.
Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam.
Excellent. Repeat.
Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam.
Jnanadidharman viganaya sampratam.
Jnanadidharmat viganaya sampratam.
Very good. Repeat.
Jnanadidharman viganaya sampratam.
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 Nishreyase bhagavatam puranam.
Nishteyase bhagavatam puranam.
Very good.
Nishteyase bhagavatam puranam.
Jatan kuto yoga vidadi suchakam.
Jatang kuto yoga vidadi suchakam. Jatang kuto yoga vidadi suchakam.
Excellent. Shaunaka uvacha sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam jnanadidharman viganaya sampratam.
Shaunaka uvacha.
Shaunaka.
Shaunaka uvacha. Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam jnanadi dharman viganaya sampratam. Shaunaka uvacha. Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam jnanadi dharman viganaya sampratam.
Sampratam means now, currently, presently. Sampratam, now. Nishreyase bhagavatam puranam jatan kuto yoga vidadi suchakam.
Nishteyase bhagavatam puranam jatang kuto yoga vidadi suchakam. Nishteyase bhagavatam
Don't say bhaga. Let the bha nice come, the mahaprana.
Nishreyase bhagavatam puranam jatang kuto yoga vidadi suchakam.
Very good. Full verse.
Shaunaka uvacha Sascharyametat katitham kathanakam jnanadi dharman viganaya sampratam. Nishteyase bhagavatam puranam जातं कुतो योगविदादिसूचकम् शौनक उवाच शाश्चर्यमेतत् कथितं कथानकम् ज्ञानादिधर्मान्विगणय्य साम्प्रतं निश्चेयसे भागवतं पुराणम् जातं कुतो योगविदादिसूचकम्
So now what Shaunaka says, Ascharya etat kathitam. This is really a wonder, whatever you have said. So much Mahatmya, no? We are hearing. We have to remember all the positivities of Bhagavatam we heard in the past two classes. And then he says, it's really a wonder. And with that wonderment, you have told all this Kathanaka, the importance, the glories of Bhagavatam reading. So, but Sampratam, in this current moment, this Bhagavad Puranam, Katham, Jatam, how it is, this Yoga Vidadi Suchakam, Jnanadi Dharman, Viganaya, how it is Viganaya, how it is counted, Shreyas, then it is powerful than all the other ways to reach the Lord, like yoga, etc. with jnana. So, okay, this is wonderful, but how it is possible or how that is effective to be greater than yoga and the other paths is Shaunaka's doubt. Shaunaka uvacha Sascharyametat kathitam kathanakam Jnanadidharman viganayya sampratam Nishreyase bhagavatam puranam Jatam kuto yoga vidadi suchakam. Any kids are there? Shreyas is there? No, Shardaji?
No.
All kids are okay. Fine, good. Okay, adults, come over. Okay, Shardaji, Paniji, Suta uvacha.
Suta uvacha.
Yada Krishna dharan tyaktva.
Yada Krishno dharan tyaktva. Yada Krishno dharan tyaktva.
Swapadam gantumudhyataha.
Swapadam gantumudhyataha. Swapadam gantumudhyataha.
Ekadasham parishrutyapyuddhavo vakyam abravit. So it is parishrutya api uddhava, but we can't break it over there because we'll break the chandas. So if we say parishrutya and we add api's over there, the alphabets are going to be 17. So in Anushtup Chanda, we need only 16 alphabets. So that sandhi over there, we should not break because we will break the chandas.
Ekadasham parishrutya-pyuddhavo vakyam-abravit. Ekadasham parishrutya-pyuddhavo vakyam-abravit.
Suta uvacha yada Krishna dharan tyaktva svapadam gantumudhyataha.
Suta uvacha yada Krishno dharan tyaktva svapadam gantumudhyataha. Suta uvacha yada Krishno dharan tyaktva svapadam gantumudhyataha.
Ekadasham parishrutya-pyuddhavo vakyam abravit.
Ekadasham parishrutya-pyuddhavo vakyam-abravit. Ekadasham parishrutya-pyuddhavo vakyam-abravit.
Shrutya pyudhavo.
Ekadasham parishrutya pyudhyavo vakyamabra.
What is happening is udhyavo, you're saying. Dhya is not there. Uddhava is uddhava. So, parishrutya pyudhavo. But yours is happening pyudhyavo. So,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Uh,
I'll do that again.
yes.
Ekadasham parishrutya pyudhyavo
Again, you're saying pyudhya. So, not pyudhya, but pyudha.
Pyudhya.
Not dhya. Dha. Only dha. No ear over there.
Oh, sorry. Pyudha. Okay, got it. Ekadasham parishrutya pyudhya. No.
Pyudhya is coming. You're understanding what is happening? You're saying pyudhya. Dhya means dha and a ear.
Yeah.
But there is no dhya. It is pyudhavo.
Pyudhavo.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on to that.
Pyudhavo. Okay.
Ha.
Ekadasham parishrutya pyudhavo vakyamabravit.
Vakyam abravit, not yakya, but you go. See, it is parishrutya api uddhava. So we count the alphabets. Ekadasha, A. You can see my finger, A, Ka, Da, Sham, Pa, Ri, Shru, Tya, Pyu, Dha, Vo, Va, Kya, Ma, Bra, Vi. 16. But now if we do A, Ka, Da, Sham, Pa, Ri, Shrut, Tya, A, Pyu, Dha, Vo, Va, Kya, Ma, Bra, Vi. 17 happened. If we break the sandhi over there, we will get 17. If we add that because it is parishrutya api uddhavaha. So api means also, parishrutya means having listened. So if we break over there, there is a problem. We will break the chanda. So we are not breaking it. So it is basically parishrutya api uddhava, parishrutyaPyuddhavaha. Sandhi is over there. Okay, so now what happens? So the sutta says, Yada Krishna dharan tyaktva. So this tyaktva, va comes, right? Tva comes. So they are called as tvanta pratyaya. That means one action is completed and you are going to another action. And this parishrutya, that particular prefix, suffix is called lyabanta, which also means you have completed the previous action and you are going to the next action. So this tvanta and lyabanta, tva anta, tvamta, lyap anta, lyabanta. This you have to remember, where one action is completed and you are showing continuation. Having gone to school, she will study. So, shalang gatva sa patati. Gatva means after going to the school, so you are completing one action. So the difference is shrunoti. Shru means to listen. So if we have to do having listened, after listening, studying. So the tvanta will be shrutva. But the shru word, if it is getting a prefix, something comes and attaches before it. Like over here in this word, we have pari shrutya. Pari is a prefix to the original root word of that action. So when a prefix is going to go, then you cannot say parishrutva. Then it has to be lyabanta. So then it has to be parishrutya. Okay. So we have to understand both tvanta and lyabanta means same, that you have completed one action and you are doing another action. But to the original root, there is nothing attached. Then that root will go into tvanta. But to the original root word, if some prefix is there, then it will go into lyabanta. That is one root. Listen this and keep, because many times such word will come. So even if you don't know much of Sanskrit, you will know that they have completed the action and they're doing something else. Having done this, they've gone to another. Whenever you hear this lyap or tvanta, this much should remain. And why have I explained? Because some of the Sanskrit class students over here who have just finished on Wednesday their Sanskrit course. So once they revise, it will be there. And something by the time we finish Bhagwat, no, we will have heard this and then learn Sanskrit is a different joy, because it's a informal training through the Shastra. So now what it is, he's saying, Yada, when Krishna dharam tyaktva, dhara bhumi, tyaktva, having left, swapadam, to his own house, gantum udyataha, to go. So this gantum is also one pratyaya. Tumun it is called, that the desire to do a particular thing, khaditum, to the desire to eat, patitum, the desire to study. So like this, gantum, the desire to go. So the purpose of the action is this tumun. So udyataha, when he was ready to go for his abode, swapadam, then what happens? Ekadasham parishrutya. Yeah, ekadasham means 11. So what over here 11 means, the 11th canto of Bhagavatam is a very, it's very intense, it's very beautiful, and all that jnana and that crux of that knowledge, it's happening over there. Means so much so that Santa Eknath Maharaj, a saint of Maharashtra, he has written commentary on only this 11th canto, and it's such a fat book called Eknathi Bhagwat. It's worth reading. English translation is available. One must have that copy. You can plan to read any time in life, but acquire the copy and keep of Eknathi Bhagwat. I can share the picture of which publication you should buy. One must have that, because this Bhagavat's 11th canto, that beauty is most, that commentary is, you should not miss reading Eknathi Bhagwat. I think Chinmay Mission Lonavala is doing, or Panvel is doing the talk on Eknathi Bhagwat. Swamiji over there is doing it. Okay, now we come back to this. So, parishrutya. Shrudrati is just to listen. Parishrutya means having from all sides, means listen very intently. Api is also Uddhav, means having listened to the 11th canto so very intently. Uddhava idam vakyam abravit. Uddhava said this sentence. Uddhava says, abravit, spoke, vakyam, this sentence. Okay. Suta uvacha. Nothing much has happened over here, but something of grammar we have happened. So somewhere in the back of the mind or in your Bhagavad copy, you underline tvanta, lyabanta, something small, you mark it. By the time we finish, there will be a lot of notes like this, little. Suta uvacha yada Krishna dharam tyaktva swapadam gantum udyataha ekadasham parishrutya-pyuddhavo vakyam abravit. There are people waiting in the room. I will just admit them. Okay, now who's coming? Lataji, Asha Egreji. Uddhava uvacha.
Uddhava uvacha
Tvantu yasyasi govinda
त्वन्तु यास्यसि गोविन्द
त्वन्तु यास्यसि गोविन्द
भक्तकार्यं विधाय च
भक्तकार्यं विधाय च
भक्तकार्यं विधाय च
मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता
मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता
मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता
तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह. See, श्रुत्वा come immediately now. So when shrutva is without any prefix, the tvanta will happen. Shrut dhatu, to hear. But when it is with pari or with abhi or whatever, any other prefix, it is becoming shrutya. That parishrutya, whatever is that suffix. So immediately we got taum shrutva sukhamavaha.
तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह
तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह
Sukha kha mahaprana.
सुखमावह
Uddhava uvacha tvantu yasyasi govind bhakta karyam vidhaya cha.
भव उवाच त्वन्तु यास्यसि गोविन्द भक्तकार्यं विधाय च
उद्धव उवाच त्वन्तु यास्यसि गोविन्द भक्तकार्यं विधाय च
मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह.
मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह
मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह
उद्धव उवाच त्वन्तु यास्यसि गोविन्द भक्तकार्यं विधाय च मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह
उद्धव उवाच त्वन्तु यास्यसि गोविन्द भक्तकार्यं विधाय च मच्चित्ते महती चिन्ता तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह.
Now Uddhava is saying, what? Tvantu yasyasi. You are going. O Govinda, you are going. Bhakta karyam vidhayacha. Having done whatever your objects of that devotees were, you have accomplished that and you are going. But mat chitte, mat panchami, in my mind, Shashti, in my mind, chitte saptami, mahati chintam, big worry is there. Tam shrutva, tam, that tam is for chinta. Chinta is a strilinga. So tam has come. If it is a male gender, tam will come. So tam shrutva, that chinta, what is there in my mind, having listened to that, sukhamavaha, you comfort me. There is some chinta coming in my mind. You listen to that and then comfort me. I have just mama me avayoho no. So mattis panchami, I said shashti over there. So from my mind this chinta is arising. So mat chitte, mat panchami. Uddhava uvacha tvantu yasyasi govinda bhakta karya vidhaya cha mच्चित्ते महती चिंता तां श्रुत्वा सुखमावह. जी श्री हरि जी. आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः
आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः घोरः
आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः
भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः
भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः
भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः
तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि
तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि
तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि
गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा
गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा
गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा
आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः
आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः
खलाः
भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः
आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः
तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा
तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा
तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा
आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा
आगतोऽयं कलिर्घोरः भविष्यन्ति पुनः खलाः तत्सङ्गेनैव सन्तोऽपि गमिष्यन्त्युग्रतां यदा.
So Uddhava is telling his chinta. What he is saying? Agataha ayam kalihi ghoraha. Ayam is for pullinga. This kali ghora, very bad, very ferocious kali. Agataha has come. Bhavishyanti, future tense. Punaha khalaha. Khalaha, bad people, plural. So bhavishyanti. So that means Kali is now coming again. That means bad people are going to be there. Bhavishyanti, they will come. Anyways, they will come because Kali is coming. Tat sangena eva, sandhi over there. Santaha api. Santa means not just saints, good people. Good people. Tat sangena. Who's sangena? That khalaha sangena. That wicked people sangena means by the company of that wicked people. Santaha api. The good people also. Gamishyanti ugratam. They will go by the ugra. Ugra is ferocious way. Yada. So when the good people will become ferocious in the company of the bad, because this Kali has come and the sentence is completing because yada is over there, then tada, that is going to go in the next sloka. Agatoyam kalir ghoraha bhavishyamti punah khalaha tatsangenaiva santopi gamishyamti ugratam yada. Leela Kutyama, Sajivji. तदा भारवती भूमिः
तदा भारवती भूमिः
तदा भारवती भूमिः
गोरूपेयं कमाश्रयेत्
गोरूपेयं कमाश्रयेत्
अनुस्वार गोरूपेयं कमाश्रयेत्
गोपूरेयं कमाश्रयेत्
गोरूपेयं कमाश्रयेत्
गोरूपेयं कमाश्रयेत्
गोरूपेयं कमाश्रयेत्
अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता
अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता
अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता
त्वत्तः कमललोचनः
त्वत्तः कमललोचनः
त्वत्तः कमललोचनः
तदा
No,
भगवती
not yet. तदा भारवती भूमिः गोरूपेयं कमाश्रये
तदा भारवती भूमिः गोरूपेयङ्कमाश्रयेत्
तदा भारवती भूमिः गोरूपेयङ्कमाश्रयेत्
अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता त्वत्तः कमललोचनः
अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता त्वत्तः कमललोचनः
अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता त्वत्तः कमललोचनः
तदा भारवती भूमिः गोरूपेयं
भूमिः no. भू is dirgha, mihi is rasva.
तदा भारवती भूमिः गोरूपेयङ्कमाश्रयेत् अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता त्वत्तः कमललोचनः
त्वत्तः
तदा
कमललोचन
तदा
अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता त्वत्तः कमललोचन
तदा भारवती भूमिः गोरूपेयङ्कमाश्रयेत् अन्यो न दृश्यते त्राता त्वत्तः कमललोचन.
So we saw it that 54th was mat chitta, mat panchami from asmad shabda, from me. So like that, twat, than you, from you. So also yushmat shabdas, it's panchami. So what does it say over here? That when these good people are going to be in the bad company people, tada, that time, bharavati bhumihi, bharavati, that burden, that sorrow which this Bhumi Mata is going to face, go rupeyam, come ashrayet, in whose shelter she will go in the form of the cow. Whose come ashrayet? Who will shelter? Who will protect her? Anyaha, any other, na drishyate. I don't see. Who? Trata, protector. Tvattaha, other than you. Oh, Kamala Lochana, Sambodhan Vibhakti. That's why there is no Visarga over there. Oh, lotus side, Kamala Lochana. Oh, lotus side one. Other than you, there is no other protector. Anyaha na trata. Tada Bharavati Bhumihi Gorupe Yankamashrayet Amyo na drishyate trata Tvattah Kamalalochana. Nirupama ji, Radhika ji. Atas satsudayam kritva
अतः सत्सुदयं कृत्वा
अथ सत्सुदयां कृत्वा
Bhaktavatsalamaraj
भक्तवत्सलमाव्रज
भक्तवत्सलमाव्रज
Bhaktartham saguno jataha
भक्तार्थं सद्गुणो
Jataha
जातः ओके भक्तार्थं सद्गुणो जातः
भक्तार्थं सगुणो जातः
Nirakaropi chinmayaha
निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
अतः सत्सुदयां कृत्वा भक्तवत्सलमाव्रज
अतः सत्सूदयं कृत्वा भक्तवत्सलमाव्रज
अथ सत्सुदयां कृत्वा भक्तवत्सलमाव्रज
भक्तार्थं सगुणो जातः निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
भक्तार्थं सगुणो जातः निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
भक्तार्थं सगुणो जातः निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
Say the first word.
भक्तार्थं सगुणो
थ महाप्राण. भक्तार्थं थ महाप्राण.
भक्तार्थं सगुणो जातः निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
अतः सत्सुदयं कृत्वा भक्तवत्सलमाव्रज भक्तार्थं सगुणो जातः निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
अथ सत्सुदयां कृत्वा भक्तवत्सलमाव्रज भक्तार्थं सगुणो जातः निराकारोऽपि चिन्मयः
अतः means therefore. Satsu, on the noble people, on those good people. Dayang krutva. See, now you should identify. This is the Tvanta Pratyaya has come. Doing daya, showing compassion. Bhakta Vatsala. Oh, compassionate or devotees, lover. You know, he is so compassionate to the devotees. Ma vraja. Don't go. Ma means no, don't. Bhaktartham. So, for the sake of the bhaktas, sagunaha jataha. You have come in the form. You have come saguna. With all the gunas you have come. Otherwise, how are you? You are nirakaraha api. And chinmayaha. Though you are nirakaraha, without any form, though you are chitmaya, chinmayaha, all pure consciousness, you are formless. But because of the bhaktas, you have taken a form and come. So, for that compassion of that bhaktas itself, you please don't go. Ataha, therefore, ma vraja. Atasat sudayang kritva. So, kru dhatus kritva, to do. Kru, to do. Karna. Atasat sudayang kritva. Bhaktavatsala Bhaktartham saguno jataha Nirakaro chinmayaha. Venkatesh Bhaji, Rashmiji. Twadviyogena te bhaktaha.
Twadviyogena te bhaktaha.
त्वद्वियोगेन ते भक्ताः
Katham sthasyanti bhutale.
Katham syanti
Sthasyanti bhutale.
Syanti bhutale. Katham
Tha Mahaprana.
Katham syanti bhutale.
No.
Sya.
No. No ya. Stha.
Stha.
S-T-H-A, stha.
Stasyanti.
Ah.
Stasyanti. Stasyanti. Kathau stasyanti.
Ka is alpa prana, tha is mahaprana. Kathau sthasyanti.
Kathau stasyanti bhutale.
Very good.
कथं स्थास्यन्ति भूतले
Nirgunopasane kashtam.
Nirgunopasane kashtam.
निर्गुणोपासने कष्टम्
Atah kinchit vicharaya.
Atha kinchit vicharayat.
अतः किञ्चित् विचारय.
Very good. Tvad-viyogena te bhaktaha katham sthasyanti bhutale.
Tvad-viyogena te bhaktaha kathau sthasyanti bhutale.
त्वद्वियोगेन ते भक्ताः कथं स्थास्यन्ति भूतले
Nirgunopasane kashtam atah kinchit vicharaya.
Nirgunopasane kashtam atha kinchit vicharaya.
निर्गुणोपासने कष्टम् अतः किञ्चित् विचारय.
त्वद्वियोगेन ते भक्ताः कथं स्थास्यन्ति भूतले. निर्गुणोपासने कष्टम् अतः किञ्चित् विचारय.
त्वद्वियोगेन ते भक्ताः कथं स्थास्यन्ति भूतले निर्गुणोपासने कष्टम् अतः किञ्चित् विचारय.
Very good. Tvad-viyogena, separation from you. Tvat, again that Panchami. So Panchami is showing separation. So Tvat, Yushmat Shabdas, Panchami Vibhakti means it shows separation. Viyogena, by the separation from you, te bhaktaha, those bhaktas, those devotees, katham, how, sthasyanti, live, bhutale, saptami, on this bhumi, on this earth, how the devotees will live with their separation. Nirguna upasane kashtam. Nirguna upasana, the one without form, that formless meditation, that upasana, kashtam, it's difficult. Ataha, which we have seen in the previous verse 58, ataha satsu. So again, this kashtam ataha. So we should be able to identify. Ataha means therefore, kinchit, little, vicharaya, you think. Means think about not going and staying over here. Tvad-viyogena te bhaktaha katham sthasyanti bhutale nirgunopasane kashtam atah kinchit vicharaya. Radha Krishnan ji, Lakshmi ji. Ityuddhava vacha shrutva. See, again shrutva, having listened to Svanta. So once you have marked, try to identify these words. Svanta has come.
Ityuddhava cha shrutva.
इत्युद्धववच श्रुत्वा
Prabhase chintayadharihi.
Prabhase chindayadvarihi.
Dva, no, it is chintayat harihi, chintayadharihi. Dha. dharihi.
Prabhase chindayadvarihi.
No, you are saying dva. There is no vakara. There is no va. It is
Oh,
dha there. Dharihi.
Dharihi, sorry. Prabhase chindayadvarihi.
Correct. So chintayat sta and hari's her. They get a sandhi and the has formed over there. Chintayat harihi. Chintayat dharihi.
प्रभासे चिन्तयद्धरिः
Bhaktavalambanarthaya.
Bhaktavalambanarthaya.
भक्तावलम्बनार्थाय
Kyum vidheyam mayeti cha.
Kim vidheyam mayeti cha.
किं विधेयं मयेति च
Ityuddhava vacha shrutva prabhase chintayadharihi.
Ityuddhavavajasrutva prabhase chindayadharihi.
That shrutva's sh, let it have power. Not shrutva, shrutva, sh, sh sound, let it come.
Shall I say once again?
Yes, please.
Ityuddhavavajasrutva prabhase chindayadharihi.
इत्युद्धववच श्रुत्वा प्रभासे चिन्तयद्धरिः
Bhaktavalambanarthaya kim vidheyam mayeti cha.
Bhaktavalambanarthaya kim vidheyam mayeti cha.
भक्तावलम्बनार्थाय किं विधेयं मयेति च
Shall I say? Ityuddhavavajasrutva prabhase chindayadharihi. Bhaktavalambanarthaya kim vidheyam mayeti cha.
Very good.
इत्युद्धववच श्रुत्वा प्रभासे चिन्तयद्धरिः भक्तावलम्बनार्थाय किं विधेयं मयेति च
So ityuddhava over there sandhi. Iti uddhava. E and U has joined. Yesterday's sandhi, if anybody remembers, say swara sandhi. Which type? Vikara joining. Okay. Iti uddhava vacha shrutva. Yan sandhi. Vachaha shrutva. These words of Uddhavas, having listened to these words of Uddhava, where? In Prabhasa. All this is happening in Prabhasa. In Prabhasa, having heard Uddhavas these words, Harihi Chintayat. Krishna was thinking. What? Bhaktavalambanarthaya. For the sake of bhaktas. But this avalamban is, you need a support. You need your fallback. So that is that avalambana. And this artha we saw in verse 58, bhaktartham. So that's when this artha comes, no, kimartham, for what sake? Bhaktartham. Or now over here, avalambanartha. So this, when it comes, means for that support, for the support of who? For the support of bhakta. Kim vidheyam maya. Maya iti. Again, there is a sandhi over there. Maya means by me. Kim vidheyam. What must be done by me? Iti. See, he is thinking like this. Who? Hari is thinking that for bhaktas, what should I be doing? Ityuddhava vacha shrutva prabhase chintayadharihi bhaktavalambanarthaya kim vidheyam mayeti cha. Shardaji, Venkateshji, what happened to others? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll complete. So I'll just increase the speed so that if we can complete the 5 verses, time is up. But we'll try. If not, then we will Because that answer is very sweet. One must listen and then only go to bed. Swakiyam yad bhavet tejaha.
स्वकीयं यद्भवेत् तेजः
स्वकीयै यत् भवेत् तेज
Tacha bhagavate dadhat.
तच्च भागवते दधात्
तच्च भागवते दधात्.
It's very beautiful verse. Tirodhaya pravishtoyam.
तिरोधाय प्रविष्टोऽयं
Shrimad sorry, I'm sorry.
तिरोधाय प्रविष्टोऽयम्
No, to,
प्रविष्टोऽयम्
not to.
तिरोधाय प्रविष्टोऽयम्
Shrimad Bhagavatarnavam.
श्रीमद्भागवतार्णवम्
श्रीमद्भागवतार्णवम्.
It's so beautiful. You all must, we should mark this verse and if possible memorize this verse. Swakiyam yad bhavet tejaha taccha bhagavate dadhat.
स्वकीयं यद्भवेत् तेजः तच्च भागवते दधात्
स्वकीयै यत् भवेत् तेजः तच्च भागवते दधात्.
Tirodhaya pravishta. Over there, Dritva. Tirodhaya pravishtoyam Shrimad Bhagavatarnavam.
तिरोधाय प्रविष्टोऽयं श्रीमद्भागवतार्णवम्
तिरोधाय प्रविष्टोऽयं श्रीमद्भागवतार्णवम्.
स्वकीयै यद्भवेत् तेजः तच्च भागवते दधात् तिरोधाय प्रविष्टोऽयं श्रीमद्भागवतार्णवम्
स्वकीयै यत् भवेत् तेजः तच्च भागवते दधात् तिरोधाय प्रविष्टोऽयं श्रीमद्भागवतार्णवम्.
Beautiful. What he did, Kim, he's thinking, right? Kim vidheyam, what should I do? Then swakiyam yad bhavet tejaha. Yad tejaha swakiyam bhavet. What teja comes from him, means what is his teja, tacha, that bhagavate adadhat. He gave that into Bhagavatam. Who? Krishna. He gave all his teja, all his, what we can say, all his energy, all his potency. It means he gave himself where? Into Bhagavata. Tirodhaya means for getting his disappearance. Pravishtoyam entered into Shrimad Bhagavatarnavam. Arnava, ocean. So he gave all his energy, teja, into the Bhagavat and he disappeared. He entered into the Bhagavat. Means Krishna anyways had to go. Uddhava has now said this so compassionately. Lord is compassionate. Lord will find solution. So whatever we are having in front of us, whatever we are reading, it is Lord. It is Krishna. That much is this Bhagavat. Means what more we want. What we have in front of us is Lord. What we are holding is Lord. What we are chanting is Lord. There is nothing more than this. We are sitting on this vast ocean of Lord's divinity and we don't know. We are doing it week after week every Friday, and we are not yet feeling his presence. So that means we will have to realize it. We have to keep on repeating in our mind his words to reassure us. And further, there is going to be another beautiful revelation coming. Swakiyam yad bhavet tejaha taccha bhagavate dadhat tirodhaya pravishtoyam Shrimad Bhagavatarnavam. I think we will stop over here. Or okay, I think we'll stop over here. This is a beautiful thought to dwell on. I thought I'm going to complete till 65. Day by day, our speed is going lesser and lesser. Doesn't matter. Anyone has doubts from 53 to 61? Today we did only so much. Huh? Only 9 verses we did. There was a time we did 17 verses, 13 verses. Doesn't matter. Any questions? No? Okay. Then let us end the session.
I put Ekadasham Parishrutya Apyuddhavo Vakyam Abravit. Can you tell that meaning of that line?
Ekadasham, 11th skandha. Parishrutya. Parishrutya, having intently listened. You mute yourself because there is a background noise. Parishrutya, having intently listened. Api, also means having listened also this 11th skandha. Uddhava, Vakyam, sentence, Abravit, said this sentence. Means once you have got 11th skandha is telling the highest knowledge. Having heard all that knowledge, the whole Sara and the whole essence, still he had something to say to Krishna. So the solution is that. So he is seeing in the Saguna form Lord, and he wants the Lord to be in the Saguna form. But it can't be so, right? Lord has to go. Anything is going to, anything has taken into a shape or a form, that shape or a form that has to go back to whatever it's its origin. So Krishna had to find a solution for Krishna's doubt, Uddhava's doubt.
But we are starting on, where did he hear the 11th Ekadashi?
This is Mahatmyam. Kumara is telling to, we don't have to forget the history. This has already happened. Bhakti is lying there with her sons Jnana and Vairagya. So earlier, everybody was having good Bhakti, Jnana and Vairagya. Now only it is disappearing. Disappearing because people are not doing Bhagavata. Bhagavatam is not going to come after this. Bhagavata is already existing. And the glory of it is being told that it was there already and now nobody is thinking about it. So it is again getting it. So a Mahatmyam is told before that this was happened. And now we have to again redo it. It is for us. So it's not that Bhagavad is going to happen. It is already happened. Have I answered your question? Okay, fine. Any more questions? Done? Okay. So let's end the session. Hopefully next week we'll keep a big ambition of completing the chapter. It will be nice. So maybe we'll go a little faster next week. And the verses are going to be bigger. Lord's wish. Let's not plan. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. Oh. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone. See you all next week.
Hari
With the
Om.
hope
Hari
to
Om.
complete that chapter.
Hari
If
Om,
need be,
Bhattaji.
we might extend the class next week. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank you,
Hari
Varsha
Om.
Varsha ji, I
Hari
have a
Om.
question, Varsha ji, for you.
Hari Om.
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Varsha ji. Okay. So the starting shlokas which you tell, what is the order and where can we memorize
had
the
posted-
shlokas, Varsha?
I had posted it in the group in the beginning when the class was starting. So if you have missed it, I'll repost those verses back again.
Yeah, I missed it. I think I joined
Okay.
little
Do you
late,
read
Varsha ji.
Devanagari script?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll post the Devanagari.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Varsha ji, Varsha ji.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you.
Saji.
Thank you,
Hari
Varsha
Om.
ji.
Varsha ji,
Thank
may
you,
I
Ji.
ask you a small favor? I think you have mogra in your hair. I wish I could see it. When you're moving, I could see it. It felt so good.
Yes, it is there. I don't know whether you
Oh,
can see
beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
today. That's why when Sharanya came like that, it was like this.
Yes, you and Shiranya seem to be competing very beautifully with the flowers. I love it.
Yes, burn our phone. Good night.
Hari Om. Good night.
Hari
Bye.
Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om,
Hari
Varsha
Om.
ji. Hari Om, Varsha ji.
Hari Om
Pranams.
ji.
Pranams,
Pranams.
Varsha ji. How are you?
Pranams. I'm awesome. I'm awesome, my dear.
Thank you,
Not
Varsha.
seeing your parents. Hari Om. Thank you, Devika ji.
Thank you so much, Varsha ji.
Hari Om, ma.
Hari Om, my dear. Thank you, Parvati ji.